I don't know if you could see this. It's a plane, right? It's a
Yeah.
lapel pin. When I do a lot of national news, once in a while I'll put this on my lapel, and people say, "What the hell is that airplane?" Because picture a 787 Dreamliner crashing every day of the week. You asked about stats. Every day of the week, the plane's flying, 300 passengers, dead, explosion. How many days would America let that happen before they stopped it? Okay. Every day, 300 kids dead, dead every single day, 9,000 a month, roughly. So I use this pin just to show like a little symbol, right? Just like sometimes we talk about, hold on a second here. We talk about stuff, and I'll hold this up. This is a little bit more. This is 100, this is 300 grams. Each gram can kill 500 Americans. 300 times 500, do the math, 150,000 dead. If this was anthrax sitting in Mexico, you think the government of the United States would just sit there and let it happen? We'd go destroy it regardless of Mexican cooperation or not. We got to protect Americans, and this poison is killing. Now, you wonder why this madness is going crazy, because this is what corporate America sells. This is from Amazon. I bought the shirt myself. Keep calm and let fentanyl handle it. This is a real shirt you could buy on Amazon, because they don't give a shit. They just want to make money.
Yeah.
Now, I doubt very seriously, like the leadership at Amazon knows like they're selling this stuff. But the point is no one's taking this serious. Nobody understands the magnitude of it, and nobody is paying attention to details.
What? Okay. You're king for the day. All right.
Yeah.
How do we fix it?
Well, first of all, number one, most importantly, immediately, we have to do a massive education campaign. So, assuming I'm the president, I'm calling a national press conference, and I'm calling it Public Health and National Security Emergency. I'm inviting every professional sports team, male and female. I'm inviting some celebrities from Los Angeles and New York, Chicago. I'm inviting some of these high-end, multi-million, social media influencers. I'm going to have a press conference where I'm going to make sure every American knows that this is not a drug crisis like we've ever seen. This is a poisoning, and our kids are dying at record levels. This is why they're dying, because they're buying what they think is legitimate medication because they need help, and they're taking poisonous fentanyl pills. And I would have the best and brightest, like I said, the most famous, Michael Jordan's, LeBron James, Tom Brady, J.J. Watt, all these high-end athletes, Derek Jeter, A-Rod, all of these big-time guys. And I would have them all there. And if they listen to what the hell is really going on, I am confident in their hearts they will understand this is an urgent problem. They have to step up. Right now, they're not stepping up because they don't know what the hell's going on. They think this is another drug issue. And, unfortunately, a lot of these guys in sports and Hollywood, they're smoking marijuana, they're doing stuff, whatever. I don't really care. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the death of our future. So that's number one. So once I do that press conference, I got all the mainstream media. I got everyone in America paying attention because I'm the president. And then I unleash the madness so the kids start learning. Then I take the Department of Education person in the White House and want to plan within 1 week and how we're educating every single school, mandatory education on the poisoning of our country. Okay, like when I was a kid, we used to go to the closet and put our hands
Oh
over our
yeah, the
head.
duck and cover
Duck and
procedures.
cover, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do the fentanyl awareness to every school, and I'm going to hold them accountable for their education materials. I'm going to make it consistent across the board, okay? And I'm going to force this, and the states are going to have to do it because I give them money for education. We're going to get that done. So that's mandatory. That's got to be done. In the meantime, I'm going to have a task force set up, like similar to my old place in Washington, focused on these deaths. It's going to be multiple agencies. We're not going to have anybody, I'm in charge, I'm the king. Everyone's going to work together. And then we're going to identify the areas of the country. We're going to get these death investigations going. We're going to get good sentences. But I'm also going to be going to Mexico with the attorney general, with the vice president, with the, even myself, if I was the president, the Department of Homeland Security, DEA administrator, rolling up our sleeves with the Mexicans, say, we've had enough. We have to stand up for our American kids, and we need your help. We're here to help you. We have the resources, the capabilities. We know the cartels run this place. We're going to help go after them like they've never seen in their lives. Now, here's a simple analogy, Eric. Tell me if you think this makes sense. If it doesn't, you could tell me. I got thick skin. I learned this from a guy in Long Island who lost his nephew from fentanyl. And they said, if you had a flood in your house, and your house just had a pipe broke upstairs and the water was coming down, the floors were coming down, your house was being ruined. The first thing you have to do is turn off the main valve coming into your house. If you turn off the water, then you minimize the additional damage, right? Well, now the flood we have in the country of fentanyl is coming from Mexico. It's so urgent right now with hundreds of thousands of dead Americans, we got to shut off that valve. That's priority number one. How do we do it? Well, we can't go in there and start bombing America unilateral. I mean, we can, but that's not going to happen. They're great trading partners. They're our southern border. We want to do this collaboratively and cooperatively. We don't want to put our army down on the ground and start doing the firefights with the cartels, but we want to do precision strikes on these command and control, headquarters, leadership, labs, chemicals at the port. We want to destroy the chemicals before they can get to the port. And we will do whatever it takes because we can no longer rely on soft on crime, corrupt leaders in Mexico to save American lives. It's that simple. So there's got to be a sense of urgency like we don't have right now. So that's what I would do. That's how serious this is to me. And when I look at the magnitude of this problem growing, I'm very scared for the country's future because as we lose the future military leaders, the doctors, the lawyers, the bus drivers, the school teachers, the nurses, that's what we're losing, 100,000 a year. And I could show you my collages. These are good people. They will be successful if they had a chance to live.